Okay, not great news about this guy. He stands at D. Plus. This guy flashes some red flags that you really need to watch out for. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He isn't just all our talk. He will actually push hard and make real progress in his career. He's determined and disciplined, so he doesn't let opportunities slip away. If he faces setbacks, he may react harshly or pull away.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he's likely to react strongly and may have angry outbursts or lose his cool easily. He doesn't take failure lightly and can become upset, sometimes blaming others or snapping at them. It can take him some time to recover and get back on track.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
Most people at work will probably respect his skills and strong work ethic, but many won't find him easy to get along with. He tends to be blunt, impatient, and sometimes even harsh with others, especially if they don't meet his high standards. He's not the friendly team player type. Expect more rivals than friends in his circle.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do really well in your own career, he is more likely to feel threatened than proud. He measures himself by his success. So your achievements might make him uneasy, even if he doesn't show it clearly. While he respects hard work, sharing the top spot isn't easy for him.
What if you start earning more than him?
Yes, he will likely feel resentful and insecure if you earn more than him. For him, being the top earner feels like a big part of his identity, and he struggles to hide his discomfort if that changes. You might sense him becoming cold, making sharp comments, or even picking fights over small things.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He handles money very carefully and likes to keep things organized and under control. He plans his spending, watches his accounts closely, and doesn't usually buy things on a whim. But you can rely on him not to waste money or land in financial trouble because of careless spending.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He usually lives within his means and avoids pretending to be richer than he is. He takes pride in keeping his life organized and doesn't spend just to impress others. If you want someone who's steady with money and not looking to fool anyone, he fits that role.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is quite tight with both his money and his mindset. He's not the type to give freely or share without thinking. It takes a lot for him to loosen up, whether that's in spending or in showing kindness. You may find him strict about budgets and a bit cold or unemotional when someone needs help.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is more likely to be controlling and a bit secretive about money. He likes to know exactly what's happening with finances and may not share all the details openly. Sometimes he might even hide certain expenses or act like only he knows the right way to handle money.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He's likely to expect housework to be done just right, but there's a strong chance he'll see it as mostly your job. He has high standards for how things should be done at home, and if you don't meet them, he may criticize or show his frustration. Be prepared to stand your ground if you want things to feel fair.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He's much more likely to help by supervising rather than getting his hands dirty with chores or diapers. He prefers telling you how things should be done rather than actually doing them himself. You'll often feel like you're being managed instead of being supported.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He usually argues just to prove that he's right, not to understand your side. He gets caught up in wanting to win the argument and show that he knows best, even if it hurts your feelings or shuts you down. It's hard for him to step into your shoes or really listen when you're upset or have a different opinion.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he doesn't always stay respectful. He's likely to say hurtful things or act aggressive. His temper can flare up quickly, and he might yell, snap, or use harsh words that leave you feeling small or scared. If respect and calm discussions are important to you, his anger will be a serious challenge.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, he gets angry very quickly, and this is not something you should take lightly. Quick temper and harsh reactions are serious warning signs. They often make life stressful and can even turn unsafe over time. Please don't brush this off or hope it will magically get better.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He struggles to say sorry and rarely takes responsibility for his mistakes. Instead of owning up, he's more likely to blame you or make excuses for his behavior. Being with someone who can't admit when they're wrong makes a relationship heavy and one sided.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He is not someone who easily respects boundaries and he may have trouble accepting no as a final answer. When he wants something, he can be pushy or try to pressure you, ignoring your comfort or feelings. If you stand your ground, you might face anger, annoyance, or guilt tripping from him.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, he is likely to take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. He might react with hurt anger or even blame you for rejecting him instead of being understanding about your feelings. This attitude can leave you feeling guilty or anxious whenever you need space.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
With him, you need to be cautious. He doesn't always handle private moments with respect and care. If you have a fight or disagreement, he might bring up things you shared in confidence or use your vulnerabilities against you. This kind of behavior can make you feel exposed or anxious about opening up.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is not the most reliable when it comes to being faithful. Though he works hard and appears focused, his lack of empathy and tendency to put his own needs first can make him easily distracted by attention from other women. You might notice him flirting, hiding things, or not setting clear boundaries with others.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
Yes, he is likely to be over possessive, showing jealousy, controlling behavior, and constant suspicion. He might question where you go, who you talk to, or even check up on you unexpectedly. His need to be in charge can make you feel trapped or anxious. always worried about upsetting him.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
Yes, for him, what might look like being protective is really a sign of a controlling personality. He uses the word protect, but actually wants to decide things for you, keep track of your actions, and limit your independence. This kind of control can feel suffocating over time, turning simple care into rules and restrictions.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He is most likely to expect you to do most of the parenting work rather than seeing it as a team effort. He might set strict standards for how things should be done, but when it comes to actual day to day care, he usually leaves the responsibilities to you. If something goes wrong with the kids, he may criticize or blame you instead of stepping up to help.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he's likely to lose his temper rather than stay calm. Small mistakes or emotional outbursts from the kids can set him off, leading to yelling, harsh words, or cold silence. This can make them feel scared to talk about problems or show their true feelings around him.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He is unlikely to fully support your role as both a mother and your own person. He prefers things his way and may focus mostly on what he thinks a good wife or good mother should do, putting pressure on you to fit that mold. In this kind of relationship, you risk losing yourself while trying to keep up with his expectations.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later after kids and marriage change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
Yes, he is the kind of man who might support your career at first, but expect you to quit once you have a child. At the beginning, he may seem encouraging, but his support is likely to disappear when traditional roles or his own priorities come into play. If having a career and personal dreams matter to you, be cautious with him. His promises now might not match his actions later when life changes.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He is more likely to act polite on the surface with your parents rather than treat them with real warmth. While he might say the right things and show respect when required, his interactions can feel stiff or formal, lacking true care or affection. If having a partner who genuinely accepts and cherishes your family is important to you, you may find his approach disappointing and a little lonely. He is much more likely to expect your family to change for him rather than trying to adjust himself.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
He is likely to make things worse if your family creates stress or interferes. Instead of calming things down or handling problems with patience, he may react with anger, blame, or harsh words. His strong opinions and quick temper might lead to more drama, leaving you feeling stuck between him and your family.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he's the kind of man who might act modern with you in private, but expect you to be a traditional, supportive wife in front of his relatives. He may want you to dress, speak, and behave according to old fashioned family standards during gatherings, even if he's relaxed when it's just the two of you. Be prepared for pressure to fit into traditional expectations, especially around his family.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he is more likely to stay out of it or even side with them rather than fully supporting you. He doesn't like going against his own family's rules or wishes and may expect you to adjust instead of standing up for you. If conflict happens, he might act distant or say it's your job to fit in and keep peace.
Say you have a conflict with his mother. What will this guy do?
He's very likely to act like a mummy's boy, putting his mother's wishes and opinions above yours. In a conflict between you and his mother, he will almost always take her side or avoid taking a stand at all. This can leave you feeling second best and unsupported in your own home.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
Yes, he is likely to share the details of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. This means your personal matters may no longer stay between just the two of you, and you might feel like your privacy is being invaded. Over time, this can damage trust and create distance in your relationship, leaving you feeling like there's always a third person involved in your private life.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So, overall, this guy stands at D. Plus. Some of these red flags can really become a big deal. You've got to be very careful here. Being in a relationship with this man day in and day out can feel exhausting and lonely. He is driven, strict, and often puts his needs and goals before yours, leaving little space for warmth or emotional support.